Hey, what's up, guys? This is Fula with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. Now, it appears that Yuriorkis Gamboa, he's going to sign with the PBC. This is kind of like a Manny Pac move, because of the simple fact that, I guess you can say that, Yuriorkis Gamboa at this point at 37, he's, I guess he's looking for his last hurrah, man, and, PBC can give it to him, Gamboa, he's 29-2, and he got 17 KOs. Back in 2009, he won a featherweight title, and the thing is about him that people liked a lot about Yuriorkis Gamboa, that kind of broke the mold of the Cuban fighter, is that he would go after you. He would he had fast hands. He had good technique and he had power, and so that's the one thing about him that, he kind of broke the mold in the fact that, although sometimes he was defensively responsible, most of the time he was just going after it. Whereas, kind of breaking the mold of the Cuban school of boxing, where the Cuban school of boxing is more or less that you do the damage, but you avoid taking the damage, and you are elusive, basically, so that's basically the Cuban school. And he kind of broke that. He kind of was the changing of the guard of the professional Cuban boxers, Many fans, unfortunately, they say that the Cuban style of boxing is very amateurish. But the thing is, in my personal opinion, it's not amateurish. It's just like an insurance that you leave the ring with all your senses and are able to retire with all your senses, because you haven't taken that much damage and you've been defensively responsible to avoid, getting hit a lot. But the problem, in 2012, that's when the problems really started for Gamboa. Gamboa, what happened is he took what happened is he took a deal with Top Rank, and then and it just turned into a whirlwind, it turned into a whole whirlwind mess. I don't know how he got involved, but he got involved with the Floyd Mayweather 50 Cent beef, and what was going to be Floyd Mayweather Promotions or TMT Promotions, and there was also 50 Cent's short-lived SMS Promotions, and the problem is his career never really recovered after that, and then during those years, during those 2012 years, between those years, he just was fighting sporadically. He really wasn't fighting a lot, so that's what happened. And then when he fought in 2014, he lost the lightweight title to Terrence Crawford. The thing is after the top rank thing, you know, he just kind of fell into obscurity, man. He was just fighting like journeyman guys, and he also lost to you know, Robinson Castellanos as well. You know, he just got overpowered in that fight, man. You know, but as it stands right now, Gamboa, you know, it looks like he's like on a 3-fight win streak. He won against Alexis Reyes, Jason Sosa, and he won against Miguel Beltran. You know, the thing is, you know, again, like, Top Rank doesn't have Cuban's fighters' best interests. Like, I mean, you can see this with Rigondeaux. Like, when Rigondeaux signed with Top Rank, you know, and he absolutely masterclassed Nonito Donaire, Bob Arum straight out said, "What am I going to do with you? You're too boring." You know, so he just did him dirty, man. And, you know, that's the same thing. Like Bob Arum and Cubans don't mix. Like, keep a Cuban fighter away from Bob Arum at all times, because of the simple fact, you gotta look at it. When these Cuban fighters are defecting, they're coming into a situation where they're actually where it's like completely new to them, man, because of the simple fact that Cuba, they don't fight professionally. You know, they don't have professional prize fighting in Cuba. And, you know, this is due to a lot of political things, and, you know, that's just what it is. So when they get here, these Cubans get to, like, the States and whatnot, you know, they're not used to this kind of, like, these kind of purses on the table for them. So, you know, for example, like a Cuban, he may get lowballed, but be completely okay with being lowballed, because this is more money than he's ever seen before in his life. And, you know, if you sign the Top Rank, then Bob Arum is okay with doing that to you. You know, no problem, especially if you're a Cuban. You know, so that's why Cubans need to stay away from Bob Arum. Cubans need to stay away from Eddie Hearn. And, you know, you see what's happening with Erislandy Lara and Luis Ortiz at PBC. You know, they're fighting regularly, and, you know, now Erislandy Lara is fighting for another strap. So, you know, if Erislandy Lara can get past Brian Castellano, then this could open doors for him to unify that strap, you know, and get back to where he was, which I believe he can. Because me personally, I still believe Erislandy Lara. This is just my personal opinion. You know, many won't agree with me, of course, but I still feel that Erislandy Lara is the best 154 pounder. That's just my opinion, you know. But leave your thoughts. Let me know if you think this is a good move for, you know, Gamboa. Let me know if you think that this move will maybe get him on track for some good things to happen, you know. Because again, like, you see more Cubans are coming to the PBC side of things. You know, Rigondeaux did the same thing. You know, and I think I believe it's going to put him right back in the mix. You know. But that's all I got for now, guys. I'm John.